I'm going to talk about my experience with the HSK Plus during the past 4 months of heavy use. Considering there are very few fingertip dedicated mice out there, like for example the Starlight 12 Small, the Soundkune M2K or the Xsoft MC1, the Orochi V2 for example, the HSK is probably the closest to perfection right now. It sits in a price tag in the middle of the board. I bought mine for like $110 US. It's the only no-hum dedicated mouse alongside the M2K, also having the advantage of the wireless technology that works as good as any other big brand. My HSK Uni is also wearing Omrons to 4 TMs, I think. After 4 months of use, I would like to say that the HSK does his job well. While using it, you directly notice the no-hum experience, and having no cable, it just adds more flow to it. In general, it's a really comfortable mouse to use, but it also depends on the type of fingertip grip that you are used to. For example, if you have a super relaxed fingertip grip, pretty much like a palm fingertip hybrid grip, this mouse is going to be perfect for you. It also doesn't matter if you have a pretty big hand, like mine for example is 20.5 by 9.5 centimeters, it works really well. On the other hand, if you have a more mid or aggressive style of fingertip grip, you might encounter some difficulties to get used to it. That's because of the back hum of the mouse being shorter than the middle. That makes you sometimes feel like that you need more finger contact with the mouse in order to get more control and feedback. I feel like if the back hum of the mouse was wider, it would allow more surface to work with. Just for you to better understand this, for my most preferred type of fingertip grip, which is a bit more aggressive, if I grab my HSK the other way around, it feels like a little bit more natural, and that's because of the front of the mouse being wider than the middle. Although some people claim that having side buttons on this mouse is important, I don't really get it, since you always need the thumb to get a consistent grip. You give up on stability in order to get more room for maneuver with your fingers. So yeah, if you use a palm fingertip hybrid grip, you might use them, but if you have like a pure fingertip grip, you just forget about them. They are too far away. In regards to the scroll wheel, I also think that it's a bit far away, since the mouse invites you to grip it from the hum. You can get used to it, but you will develop a more tilt grip. Even though there is some room for improvement, I still believe this mouse comes close to perfection, and it's the right approach for what a fingertip grip user needs. So G-Wolves have recently announced the new HSK Pro 4K and Pro Ace. And from what I have seen, the improvements have perfectly been what it needed. When I was using my HSK, I always thought that in the way that I grip it, I wasn't really using a decent amount of mouse surface, which was mostly the front of it. What we can notice is that they have shortened the HSK Pro an important amount, which is pretty good in theory. You can also see that the mouse is less tall, and I don't know how is that going to impact players with thicker fingers in general. They have also widened the back hum a little, so this makes the overall shape of the mouse completely different and allows you to have a more comfortable grip for aggressive fingertip users. Here I prepared some more pictures so you can take a look at the proportions together and notice the size differences. If you are doubting which one to buy, here you have the main features to have in mind for your decisions. There is quite a big price difference, but take in mind that the G-Wolves guys have been developing a new 4K technology, and that's a big chunk of resources spent right there. In my opinion, the HSK Pro has pretty much all the improvements that the HSK Plus needed, at least for my preferred fingertip grip. It all comes to personal preference. I also think that right now there's no reason to consider the M2K, for example, over this anymore, as this one is cheaper, it has the same weight and it's wireless.